Winter is coming, and Europe is facing heat as it braces itself for the harshest winter of our times. As Russia turns the screws by turning off the taps of cheap natural gas, an energy crisis is brewing in Europe, which could plunge the entire continent into recession. For long, Europe has been dependent on cheap gas from Russia for powering homes and running factories. It is the Russian gas which kept the Europeans warm during freezing winters. But the conflict in Ukraine saw European countries claiming moral superiority by imposing sanctions and hardening their stance against Russia, which is now costing them their own economy. With the Nord Stream 1 gas pipeline shut, Russia's gas supplies to Europe are down by 80%. Many countries in Europe are staring at blackouts, rationing of power, and higher utility bills. With an already surging inflation, the energy crisis is only rubbing more salt on the wound. And these countries are not able to switch to other alternative sources of energy overnight. For example, the woke rhetoric surrounding nuclear energy has put France at a greater risk of blackouts. Many of its nuclear plants are shut down for several weeks because of corrosion problems, potentially putting more upward pressure on prices as winter approaches. France, which was once a net exporter of power, is today importing power from Spain, the UK and elsewhere to keep its citizens warm. Looking at France, Germany is mulling over the option of reactivating 2 nuclear plants that it's set to shut down. The scorching summer resulting in a historic drought has also reduced generation of hydropowers from rivers and reservoirs. The European Union, comprising of 27 member nations, has approved a plan to reduce gas use by 15%, but this isn't binding. Just as Europe recovers from a blistering heat wave that saw roads melt, the continent is continuing to face heat. Coming to India, India is a country that is power hungry. The energy requirement for 2021-22 was around 13,79,800 million units. The government of India has been giving a push to achieving self-reliance in energy that is anchored on pragmatism and sustainability. India, with its prudent and pragmatic diplomacy, has been successful in securing its oil needs from Russia. The country is also diversifying its oil imports rather than being dependent on one country or region. India is considering increasing fuel imports from Guyana, Canada, Gabon, Brazil, and Colombia. India is investing $1.6 billion in an oil project in Brazil as part of that scheme. The country is also diversifying its coal imports by sourcing them from different countries. While Indonesia is the largest supplier of coal to India, imports from Russia have doubled. Australia, South Africa, and the USA are other countries from where India sources its coal. The country has also been giving a massive push to renewable energy to meet its climate obligations. India is home to the largest solar plant in the world, located at Bhadla village in Rajasthan. A total of 152.9 gigawatts of renewable energy capacity projects have been installed in the country so far, which includes 50.78 gigawatts from solar power, 40.13 gigawatts from wind power, 10.63 gigawatts from biopower, 4.84 gigawatts from small hydropower, and 46.52 gigawatts from large hydropower. India is also carrying out crucial power sector reforms to curb transmission losses and improve the power infrastructure in the country. The energy crisis in Europe is a doing of its own, as the countries put all eggs in one basket by relying solely on Russian gas for securing its energy needs. The crisis is a staggering reminder for India to be Aatmanirbhar or self-reliant in energy.